please ask Remo sir if he really said what we think he said in the song Aflatun. I'm referring to the famous TMKC.
You just took off. You traveled to Europe and South Africa. We're going back now in time, Remo. You just
Yes.
took off.
Yeah.
What was your mindset? What happened? What were you looking for? Just if you do have any recall of that.
I had met so many young European and American travelers here in Goa, and I wanted to be an Indian hippie in Europe. Do it the other way
About
around.
time,
And
yes.
I didn't want I didn't want to be a Goan hippie on a Goan beach. That doesn't mean I wanted to be out there.
Those are
I wanted
Punjabis
to
and
be.
Bengalis. Yeah.
No. At that time, there were Goans. There were no
Okay.
Punjabis and Bengalis in Goa at that time.
Okay.
There were
Okay.
Goans
All right.
and there were foreigners. That's it. And that kind of life really held such a fascination for me. That the romanticism of working, washing dishes, while you're sightseeing the world, or picking up grapes during the grape season and stuff like that. And I went ready to do anything, and I didn't know when I was going to come back. And it was just that fascination, and the fact that I was young, the adventurous spirit that exists in all of us. In some of us, it exists all our lives, but nowadays my adventures are more comfortable and safer than
I know
hitchhiking across the world.
You're being a little modest about it, but why I bring it up also from what little I've read of the book is that, it sort of tells you about who Remo is as a person. There's a certain fearlessness. I think that's in the music as well. There's also you've worked with advertising people and all that, but you can't be pigeonholed. You can't be pushed around. You can see that in the way you've held your own. Ultimately, even when you sang feature songs and you said, okay, I'll do some Bollywood work, it's Remo singing Remo style. There's no way you switched. You did your thing, and in fact, they switched to follow you rather than you switch for them. So I think that all comes from the fact that you've just fearlessly took off without a plan, which I don't know as modern urban Indians. I'm not saying all Indians, modern urban Indians. I don't know if we have the courage to do that. A lot of people talk about it. Silvery, wouldn't you like to do that? But would you do that? Is the question. Like he said, there was no date.
Totally.
He just went. He just literally went. And who does that anymore? We're so insecure about everything. So I don't know if it's fair to say, but it sums up, I think, your personality in many ways. That you're genial and sweet and all that, and great talent, but there's a certain strength of character, and you went off. Am I a good psychiatrist, Remo? I'm a good reader of people. Oh God,
very, very, very good. As long as you keep flattering me, as long as you keep flattering me, you're a fantastic psychiatrist. Yeah.
Well, I'm here to flatter you. That's my job, sir. You just tip me at the end. But Silvery, you want to ask any questions?
All right. Again, the aim is this first one is a great question, hilarious. Comes from Aryan1717. He says, please ask Remo sir if he really said what we think he said in the song Aflatun. I'm referring to the famous TMKC. I'm just gonna play 3 seconds of that part so that we don't get a copyright strike. Bear with me, please. I don't know if you could hear that.
TERI, and then I didn't get the rest.
It is not. First of all, it's not me singing. It's not my voice. I sang the song. I sang the melody, and Samir Dalip Sen, right? They were the music directors. So he had done a scratch recording before I came into the studio. And he's a real joker. And he was trying to scat like me and in the studio just for fun. He said, and by the way, what he said, the TERI MAA ki churi is what he said. A knife is what he said in the
passed by the.
And if you listen to it very carefully, you will make out that it's not my voice. It's another voice that is saying almost on top of mine. So it's his voice, and I don't know for what reason in the final mix they decided to keep some of the things that he had sung as well.
Because he made the decision.
Only, gave rise to somebody. Sorry.
Because he made the decision. It was his choice.
Yeah. Yes. Of course. They were the music directors. So finally, the final mix is always done by the music directors, not by the singer. Not by the playback singer. The playback singer sings his part and goes off, and the final mix is done much later.
Remo, for the sake of urban legend, can we just preserve it in the way Aryan1717 has asked us the question? It's an urban legend. Remo says this. Years later, people are listening to your songs. And that it's like a tick that you. I mean, Let it be. I'm saying, why we give this other guy publicity?
Yes,
It's
but
Remo.
it's something that I would never do. It's something that I would, but it's something that I would
It
never do.
endears
You
you to
know,
the younger generation. They love it.
I do,
Yeah, that's
but it's something that I would never do for publicity or for whatever. To sing a bad word, an obscenity in a song, it's something that I would just never want to do.
hello. There's no
So I don't
obscenities.
want to be associated with something I didn't do and don't believe.
It's Teri Maa ki churi. He says, I can die in peace. Cheers, churi it is. There you go. There's no bad words. Just to clarify,
It is
no bad
Terimaki
words.
Churi and it's not sung
Churi.
by me. That's the
Yeah, it's not sung.
that's the most
Yeah.
important thing I want to stress on.
Okay.
That is not sung by me. Listen to the
All right.
voice.
So you'll have to share
Little
the
more
national award
carefully.
for that one. That's for sure. Okay.